Hello again. In this video I would like to talk about the Bullroarer. The Bullroarer, or Schwirrholz in German, is actually an ancient instrument. Today it's known mostly from the aboriginal culture in Australia. It is being used as a communication tool over great distances, but also as a musical instrument in rituals or ceremonies of all sorts. Bullroarer is traditionally made from wood. The edges are worked on slightly in order to break the air better. Normally it has an oval shape. Mine happens to be in the shape of a fish, just for decorative reasons, I believe. And it has a string attached to it, which in my case even has a little handle. So let's talk about the playing technique for the Bullroarer. Basically it's very simple. You need to rotate it in the air, but what's important to know is that before you do so, you first need to put it in motion around itself, like that. So you have a little rotational momentum in the wood itself, and then you get this, which means that when the string has reached maximum entanglement, it will start rotating in the other direction, and this will always have a little moment of stopping, like this, until it gets in motion in the other direction again. Now, in terms of sound, this will mean that the otherwise sustained sound of the Bullroarer will always have a little gap when the wood changes direction and turning. This you just have to know when playing this instrument. Now I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to stand up for it and meet you again over here. So I'm going to put it in motion into rotational movement, like I said, like this, and then I'm going to start swinging. There you have a great sound. You can also produce it by swinging vertically, like this. Which might come in handy sometimes. I'm going to show you these little gaps I talked about before a bit better. Start swinging. Gap. Gap. The other thing to know is that you can influence the sound by changing the speed of your movement. I'm going to show you by starting with a slow movement first. Followed by a quick movement. And there you can hear the difference. The slow movement produces a very low sound, which is rather soft, while the quick movement has a louder sound, but also sounds a little bit higher in pitch. So quick means higher and louder, and slow means lower and softer. So that's pretty much it about the playing techniques. For the end, let's just talk a little bit about practical issues. As you can see, it is quite an action to operate this instrument. You have to pick it up, put it in motion, and then start swinging until you get a first sound. This you need to have in mind always. I have helped myself a little bit sometimes by building a sort of stand for it, like this, where I could just have it hanging next to me and then pick it up quickly, but still it requires quite some time until the sound comes. The second thing to have in mind is, of course, the question of space that you need around yourself when playing this instrument. If you don't want to hit anything or anybody, this is of course something to think about quite well as well. But that's pretty much it. Everything I wanted to say about the Bullroarer. I think it's a very special instrument, very nice sound, and it also has a lot of visual quality to it on stage, of course, which might be interesting for some of you. If you have any questions about it or other comments, as always, please leave them below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching and see you again next time.